10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team ban. Radiant team pick.
I speak for the trees.
Dire team pick.
Invoker.
Dire team pick.
Enchantress.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Zeus.
Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Sorry guys, the game has started. I'm having a few little problems with XSplit. Give me a minute. Oh god, please.
Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Okay, I think we're good now. Welcome guys, our second best of 3 here for the ESL One Frankfurt qualifiers for Europe. Let's just get straight into it. A few little XSplit problems, wouldn't start local recording, it's being a cheeky little bastard or something, but regardless, no Diggity up against Team Spirit is our second best of 3 for the day. Self, Gareth joined by Motpax. We're ready. Motpax. Hello.
So ready. Couldn't be more ready. I've never been more ready for anything in my life. It's been 4 hours. Started our little adventure today.
You're looking at the duration on the Skype call. 4 hours, 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Oh, 4:20. We just went past it.
Don't.
Yeah. Let's run through this quickly, shall we? Wisp, Chen, Spectre, Chrisman, banned out with the Lundroid Void, Beastmaster, and Broodmother. I wanted to say Necro there, just because, like, Beastmaster equals Necrobook. But, no Diggity Invoker for Koikva, and Enchantress there for, I guess, their roaming support, while Team Spirit for what kind of became the CIS, or Eastern European mainstay, the global power of Nick Prophet and Zeus pairing together. And, what do you know about these two teams, Moppax? Because
I know you banned Faceless Void up against no Diggity. A grand old time of that, picking it all the time. They're also, I think, they just ended a big streak, so they were winning a lot of their games right when I last cast them, and then they lost the game to Na'Vi, going 1-1, and then they got 2-0'd by Empire. A lot of people, a little bit surprising just because of how well no Diggity have been doing and how Empire was kind of slumping a little bit, so a little bit of a turnaround there. One thing though, the Invoker, they're actually 100% win rate. They are 7-7 whenever they do manage to snag it up. So, yeah, Kezu Enchantress, and they're gonna go Bane Mirana as well because they're also 100% Mirana. I think that's the play here from no Diggity. Spirit, as for them, probably one of the teams that I think people are loving out of the easy team to cheer for. I got knocked out of Epicenter by Polarity.
I mean, Yapzor is a godlike player. Kezu, Era, Koikva, Syndrome. I mean, like, the return of Koikva in itself is pretty good to look at as well.
You knew it would be with Syndrome.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Syndrome captaining this team, doing a little bit better than State Gaming. Well, doing a hell of a lot better than State Gaming, because State barely won any games. Barely did any gaming. Spirit, Oracle, going to be their primary support hero picked up.
It's funny, you said Nature's Prophet and Zeus and the CIS, all I could think of was like, well, Oracle. Like, that's the next pick, and there it is. I mean, it really is. It's such a mainstay for them compared to everywhere else. No one else values this hero like they do.
God. Gonna have difficulties, I can feel it. I'm probably gonna have to restart the stream after this game.
Goodness.
Like, XSplit is not it took me 7 tries to get local recording to start, and it had difficulty switching scene. I'm just gonna have to keep. I can't read chat now. I'm not allowed to read chat anymore. What a tragedy. Let's see. Can I move that over there? Or maybe I can now. Right. I think we're good.
All right. Well, they're not gonna go too crazy. It's not gonna be the offlane Enchantress. That hero's dead. Now position 4 as. So they go with like the last Tidehunter. Nyx Assassin for Kezu, so obviously nicer compared to Tidehunter for picking up Prophet.
And now they've got
Spirit.
Nightmare into Troll Trap or Central Stun for the Enchantress. Bane was always one of those great setup heroes for a Chen, but Enchantress is going to play nicely into that as well. While Team Spirit, they have got a ton of magical damage. Got a lot of things to deal with the Enchantress. Going to need a little bit of physical damage to go with it, and that's going to be the Chaos Knight here for Illidan. There's no Wisp pairing, but you don't necessarily need it. He's got a ton of damage output from his crit, his minus armor from that, and obviously all the little phantasm illusions with the horses come out as well. Interesting though, their final pick is going to be their 5th support. Usually it's going to be your roaming hero, but Earth Spirit ignored. Neither of these teams prioritizing it or picking it.
Yeah, the Chaos Knight is massive lately. Team Empire, the biggest proponent, or sorry, Polarity, the biggest. They're the ones who've been picking it like all the time. It's crazy. They have 5 games with it, and only 2 with an IO. Like they're all about it. So team notes here. And as he said, good ban out there on the face of or sorry, I don't know where that came from. On the Witch Doctor, that nice position 5 that would be left here for Team Spirit or 4, however you want to read it here.
It's purple.
And,
purple hero. Witch Doctor, Faceless Void, both the same thing.
Must have been it.
So, 1 roll hero for no Diggity. Sven's banned out. Tiny for
Wow,
Era.
that... Man, I'll get divorces or something going here. Nobody wants to be Io's friend anymore. They're going solo. Solo albums. Boy bands are over.
Tragic
I was
stuff.
thinking like Ember.
Ember for no Diggity? Yeah, it could have worked out. Sometimes a little bit scary against Zeus, but there was no instant disables here for Team Spirit to pick him up. And with the final pick here, I don't know, Lion, Disruptor. They've got a lack of AoE disable and actual trapping ability here. Their capture's decent.
I like
CK.
Disruptor.
Having a glimpse available just to play on the aggressive the entire game could be pretty nice for them.
Reserve time.
I could always look for things, you know, like your Rubik, your kind of your mainstay there, but also potential is an Enigma. Could sit back in the jungle. It's Radiant side, sure, it's against an Enchantress. It's a little bit scary. It's always an option just to kind of sit back on the Enigma, farm up, get the Eidolons, the mech, push into towers a little bit harder with
Oh,
the
what
Nature's
about
Prophet
Bounty?
and Chaos Knight. That's true, Bounty. Roaming hero to move in onto the Invoker.
Treant
Could definitely work out, but it's going to be the God Black Treant, of course. How can we go through a draft of God Black without mentioning the bloody Treant?
Doesn't matter what patch it is. Doesn't matter what team. All that matters is Golak. Don't even treat. So is this gonna be the Iron Talon? I mean, you said greedy, like an Enigma. So Iron Talon God Black? I assume so. Rather than thinking about like this bounty to pressure the lane and go into quick, but they're just gonna get greedy. He'll probably honestly buy Iron Talon and just farm.
Oh, see how this all pans out. Era Tiny. That goes back a long time. He's definitely very comfortable on the hero. What does the Nyx Assassin here give you, though, that some of the other bigger offlaners don't? And I guess you mentioned his ability to track down the Nature's Prophet and chase him around, keep tabs on him as much as you can.
5 seconds remaining.
I don't know. Maybe some spooky stuff. Maybe you can also stop the aggression from the Chaos Knight with spiked carapace and stuff like that. Well, I guess he's also got the Yapsor there as well. Mr. Enchantress. Miss Enchantress.
Prepare for battle.
We're helping out down in the bottom lane for a little bit.
Well, that'll be
Raise.
the early ward there, so no block, just vision. Be a really interesting offlane. We don't get to see the whole Nyx Assassin all too much anymore, eh? Exactly the most popular thing.
Against an OD, he used to be kind of a, oh hey,
for
we can
sure.
pick Nyx, but OD is so often banned out nowadays. Well, looking at the way things are going, Phonic, safe lane Nature's Prophet for now is what they're aiming towards, while Qualifier and Cinderin get one of these treants, just gonna keep on punching it. Looks like it should be able to survive, but yeah, Era. That's Tiny, he's got an avalanche to turn back around on it. The Fortune's End will catch him, and even with the avalanche stun, he's gonna get dropped here by the 4-man rotation of Team Spirit. Not only do they get first blood, they should be able to secure this top bounty rune for themselves as well.
I mean, this is like the era classic hero, man, the Tiny. And with that early aggressive ward, it does look like they're going to be up here, seeing the aggression coming in. Era down to that bottom.
The battle
Alright.
begins.
I don't
Throw
know.
him down there.
It's better for
Qualifier.
Yapsor.
Phonic punching each other. Nature's
Hi.
Prophet gets the bounty rune though, and once again, see the Radiant team come out on top with double bounties.
And first blood. Oh, rough.
See, I actually wonder if that's a thing, because I see it so often nowadays. You know how like the ticks or the actual click priority. Oh, Cinderin, you're gonna get punched a bit here. But you know how like the priority of
The left to right
actions
thing.
used to go left to right.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's. I know they changed it for things like Zeus ulti, but I wonder if it's still the same for things like right clicking. Because if you're both right clicking like madmen onto a bounty rune, would Nature's Prophet have priority over the Invoker just because he's higher in the list, or has that list been changed?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Why don't you know this? You're meant to know everything.
They don't pay me to know that.
Oh, okay.
I don't need to know that one.
Pay you to get complexity top 20 at lands or whatever it is.
Hey, yeah, okay.
I'm joking. Complexity have done very well for themselves. All thanks to mop packs.
Yeah, clearly. I mean, only reason.
Yeah. That's what Swindles was telling me.
Yeah, no problem, guys.
Oh, these lanes.
Hard.
Chaos Knight with the Oracle up at top, building, always want to fly up against the Nyx of Kezu.
They're gonna lose that Observer. Bottom. When if Cinderin, actually, he didn't see it there.
He
Or
did.
just got-
No, he knew it was there. He even cut a tree to try and get into it closer. He definitely knows
I
it's
see.
there.
So he couldn't tangle it from where. Well, eventually it'll go.
Yeah, he just gets forced away from it. So it's going to be Bane plus Tiny down in this bottom lane up against Phonic. And the thing is, Nature's Prophet, sure enough, the first couple of levels he'll do okay down here. But once Tiny hits that level 3, kill potential just goes through the roof. So Treant, the God Black Man, and he's got his brown boots and he'll be moving himself down here to try and save this lane a little bit more. Phonic definitely has to be wary and quick on his feet about how things go down, because there's also the Sunstrike available for Qualifier. With the Forge Spirits, this lane, Zeus, be able to farm decently, but Koikba will make things back up. He's gonna have to go for the magic stick though to keep himself sustained through the arc lightning. While Kizu up at top. I don't know if they can actually kill him. He's yet to level anything up, and they've also got the Enchantress smoked already. Yapzor with the Mud Golem and the Centaur. Actually moving forward. There's the Reality Rift. Carapace is there.
He's not 2 yet.
He's actually going to get stunned up by the CK, but in comes the Mud Golem, the damage output. It's enough for Illidan to find the kill, but always want to fly. Fairy fires through, and Yapzor right-clicks him down. Another punch is all they need. The Mud Golem, not enough damage, the Centaur chases him in, but always want to fly. He's hiding in the trees. He's going to turn it back around on the Yapzor and Illidan. He's got another Reality Rift in 3 seconds' time, and Yapzor, he's going to have to just try and run into this. Always want to fly Oracle, but he's gone. He's out of there. And Kizu, even though he did go for the Spike Carapace, he didn't manage to keep himself alive long enough away from the Illidan CK damage. Turnaround there for Team Spirit already.
I actually can't believe he survived there. Possibly some slight fix there from Yapzor, but in the end, all that matters he's. Yeah, Godblack didn't go for the early Iron Town. He actually is looking to get a little bit aggressive here. He's got the Illusion Rune, so he wants to try and get this courier early on. And now he's just like running behind the tower with his boot.
Lumbering along, the big old treant. Maybe was looking for a body block onto Koikva's Invoker. Be able to get a Leech Seed and a couple of punches down, but Wild Wing Ripper across from Yapzor. The Enchantress sends it across to the middle lane. Koikva just turns back to kill off the illusions. It's a lot of damage though. Being chunked down by these big blue bastards. Wild Wing finally tornadoes up and will put a little bit of pressure back onto Iceberg. And how's the other lanes doing? Is Zeus still up at top? He's full HP. He's looking okay for now, but it's about to hit that level 3 timing for Era. 2 in the toss. 1 in Avalanche, and of course the level 2 in the Brain Sappers, Synderon. It's actually a higher level than your little old Tiny. But they're looking for the right clicks and maybe a Nightmare in a couple of seconds time to start things off, but it's a Brain Sap and that's all that Synderon throws. Interesting that they're not actually pushing towards the kill. I don't know, maybe Era tosses Synderon in, then they go for the Nightmare. Ooh, a little bit passive for them. Of course, you do have to worry where Godblack is. He could come in at any second, heal him up with the living armor, and throw a Leech Seed back as well.
I'm still pretty surprised he's not going for this whole Iron Town thing. He like pretty much pioneered it. And he was doing it before the Night Stalkers were even doing it. He had him first came out. These boots not really paying off quite yet, fortunately.
Jumping in on top again. Izu, he'll throw out the Spike Carapace, but a 3-second stun from Illidan. And this will secure the kill again onto the Nyx Assassin, and Yapzor can't do a damn thing. Tries to come in from the side with a Dark Troll.
Now, if you heal someone, if he was to heal Illidan during that, you don't get the goal. Godblack, or do you?
Does
that change?
No, I don't think so.
There was some change where like everyone was all concerned about like auras affecting assist hold and everything now.
Yeah.
And it mentioned heals as well.
Maybe? Maybe. I am not sure.
Neither am I. But he
I've
hasn't
not
done that,
tested
so I'd
this.
assume Godblack would know. So I'm just gonna he doesn't. Because I'm sure he'd be like just popping them on top of people when they got kills, and that would be absolutely hilarious.
Just give the kill across over onto, give the heal onto the Illidan and get that nice bit of assist gold back onto them. This bottom dual lane though, they're still not being able to get on top of Phonic just yet, and he's got his phase boots ready, so Phonic, the movement speed and damage advantage here over Synderon. Tumbling down into him with the right click attacks, and now with the treants coming forward, Phonic is just creating a barrier between himself, the creep wave, and these two really annoying, aggressive, sticky heroes that no Diggity do have. I've got to make sure I don't fall into the same trap that some other people are doing, because I know, like, no Diggity is such like an awful word or phrase to say in quick succession, and people have started calling them Diggity, but that's just not their name. Maybe I'll just start calling them ND or Dig.
I like their little dig tag.
DIG. I stomped there though from Yapzor, and always want to fly. And he's got the heal. Godblack once again. Even a TP in here from Phonic in behind the tier 1 Koikva. Routed up, and now with the lightning damage coming from the Zeus, the Sunstrike's down. Oh, the Cold Snap doesn't hold him in place long enough to kill him off with a final click in, the Bane. A little bit slow there on the Nightmare, and Synderon Gotta be wary with the Zeus damage with another Sprout. Phonic, it might be another kill. Phonic taking a lot of tower damage there, but it's still the zap out from Iceberg that clears him up. Cinderon still pings out onto this Nature's Prophet saying, hey guys, 68 health. Not got much left. He'll buy himself a bracer and nearly finish up his drums. So considering denying himself back out to Roshan, but he wants to get the treants out first. Efficiency play from Phonic and good stuff from him. Well, down at bottom, like Era wanted to try and get in there onto the Zeus, who moved himself down to bottom with that haste rune.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, considering everything, I think this is going pretty well for Kezu. Despite dying twice, still almost up to level 6. Like, obviously, Illidan's having a very good time at early drums, but I feel like anytime you try and lane a Nyx Assassin with mediocre help, you're pretty happy in this situation. You're gonna have to get a lot of done once he does hit 6 of that Dota. Kind of like these rotations down bottom right now, where they do have Era. A Sprout thrown out. Right click harass.
Oh, Black. Do you think he still goes back in for the Iron Talon?
How much is that Oracle? Really poor. These wards and stuff first, and then that could delay it.
He's just answered my question. I mean, Koikva picks up the kill there with a Sunstrike well timed, but Godblack has purchased the Iron Talon.
Good.
Before he dies.
I agree with that. I think it makes sense with their lineup too. He doesn't want to fight that early, you know? He wants drums, armlet, and you can still be providing almost just as much as you can from actually being there. It's mostly going to be like the tower defenses where his ult comes in really handy, or big smoke plays, and he'll just for those instead. It's not going to be very statically in lane.
Oh, Yapzor maybe trying for a bit of a dive onto Phonic there. Sprout will keep him alive as Nature's Wrath flies across a bunch of these heroes from DiG. Doesn't sound right either. Dear. No Diggity.
Dire's top tower is under
Board
attack.
Spirit always on a fly, but that's a reasonably quick Midas for Koikva. Even with one death, still having the 8-minute Midas is very good for him, in fact. But you kind of expect this against the Zeus, you know? You're just trading farm, you're not really going aggressive or being played aggressive into. Iceberg got a way to go into that Ether Lens. Oh no, he doesn't. He's just finished it up. Never mind, ignore me. He's got the Ether Lens completed fully. Some pretty good timing for these mid lane heroes while drums are done on top of the phase boots of Phonic, and this is an amazing start as Kizu. Oh, the dust is there. Carapace is available,
so
but he's
ready.
inside the Vendetta. I'll stun him up for 4 seconds, and that's it. He's dead. He's screwed. Under his own tier 1 tower. No Diggity. They're having difficulties here actually finding any kind of trade-off.
Yeah, we're so used to this falling on the bottom side much faster, but it'll actually just be Chaos Knight and Prophet, man. He opens up so much of this map. And I guess that Yapzor are not getting the... Considering how early you need to pick hero if you want to get on your team, this is very reminiscent of these early bounty hunters that don't quite work out, but still 0-0-0. Last hits, okay, he's third on his team, but you're really not getting that early aggression against things like a Zeus. You might be able to call like an Invoker, like attempting your ganks there. They failed up on the side lanes, trying to help his Nyx successful in that either. How's that coming in?
Undergod's
nice
Wrath
slow.
with the Nature's Wrath and Cinderon. He's going to get punched out. The Leech Seed from Golblack, yep, takes him out. And global damage. All for a support, but they're still looking for something down the bottom lane. 5 seconds until Kizu does have the Vendetta up. Hunting someone is still relatively difficult. The great thing is, though, no Diggity, they've got the Nyx plus Invoker combination. Can go hunting from global range almost and find kills on pretty much anyone. Maybe outside the Chaos Knight, because Tread's Drum's wand, he is tanky as all hell.
Yeah, I think if they want to bring this back, you're basically just looking at like Mouse Force to get up into their Aghanim Scepter. Yules.
Sorry,
Koikva. What? I thought you wanted a name to call them. I figured we'd just do it right now.
Ah, that's true. Yeah, let's do that actually. Let's just call them Mouse Sports. That's fine by me actually. I have no problems with this.
Makes sense.
Kizu spots the Oracle, but I think he wanted the Zeus. He's going back and forth, not deciding. Maybe now he'll realize the Zeus always moved further to the south. Have to get ready with that Sunstrike. Golblack, 500 HP though, is an easier kill, but he's not the juicy one. The one that Kizu really wants to go for. The trouble is there are 4 heroes here from Team Spirit all grouped up down toward this bottom lane, and a 5th one is incoming. The Chaos Knight is there, but Sunstrike actually off the mark. Golblack could have just dropped instantly, but Kizu is going to be left alone here. Now sprouted up by Phonic.
So brutal.
Despite Carapace, the stun will come out from the Zeus, and that's unfortunate. That's a massive misplay there from Koikva. Missing the Sunstrike, missing out on a kill, and just allowing your next assassin to die straight up those heroes.
Alright, well, that's a slight issue there. I don't, is Qualifier going right into the boot right now? We're going to try and just keep split pushing this map up against the Nature Prophet. Try not to fight Chaos Knight.
You could go for Blink, I think.
Yeah, that's good too, actually.
Maybe a rough one, right? Because against the Zeus, Blink is hurt a little bit in terms of value. But against the Chaos Knight with the Reality Rift having such an obvious animation and cast time, being able to blink out of Sprout and things like that, it's pretty good to have. What it goes for, but Qualifier, he's not going anywhere apart from death. Punch down into the ground, even with a Ghost Walk, he will not be able to escape from that and always want to fly. Finds himself with a killing spree on this Oracle, and no Diggity. They're looking down the bottom lane, they want to try and hunt someone down. Iceberg is the target. The Zeus is actually relatively quick on his feet.
Now this could be the end to turn it around. Era's Blink Dagger. Big burst damage from your tiny Iceberg, I guess, is gonna have to be the main target. Just basically him and always want to fly, and potentially split pushing on Funnick as well. But obviously, like All Black and Illidan are gonna be a little bit of a tougher sell. So smoke play, yeah, they've already smoked up.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Enter in there, BFFs. Kezu will have to try and skate this out here. 10 seconds. He'll have his own little vendetta.
Kind of feel Illidan is close to invulnerable at this stage of the game with the items he's got. It's looking that way anyway. No Diggity, they kind of have to throw everything they've got into this Illidan Chaos Knight. Fiend's Grip, Sunstrike, everything they really have to be able to kill him off. But it's going to be this smoke play, like you mentioned, Era wearing off, and they're still looking for someone to jump onto. And in the meantime, top lane shoved in by the Nature's Prophet. Initiation route here for Tiny. Yeah, it's available, but the rest of his team, Synderen is still down in bottom lane, showing himself here to the Observer Ward and the Creep Wave. They'll look now to jump onto Always Want to Fly. Kizu. Oh, there's a sentry ward there, and I think he walked just in vision of it now. They definitely know he's there. Vision of him. Oh, Reality Rift cancelled out. Committing in for that kill. No Diggity have to know that there's vision here, and probably not the best time or place to jump in.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh man, 10-1. Nothing going right for them. They can't anything rolling here. Era can't find this initial pick. Kezu can't get anything out of Vendetta.
3 heroes with 6k net worth right now over on the Radiant.
Oh, yeah, that is just... I mean, look at the graph. It's just been steadily climbing and climbing and climbing. What's happening here? What's the pressure? Lane's the only thing that's even taken much damage thanks to Spirits.
Funnick only has a fully complete door
yeah,
kid, jump mid, half his HP is gone, but Illidan. Oh, just leave it to the Zeus to zap him down and...
Doesn't even look. So you got that iceberg? Yeah, it's fine.
That's the thing, like Illidan with the 3 illusions, he takes so long to hit into Yapzor with what, level 3? Level 3 untouchable. That's just not worth it. You just give it to the Zeus and say, you know what, buddy, it's all yours. Now, Era, oh, you're going to try and blink away from this, but there is the Arc Lightning with the trap with the Fortune's End. The Sprout coming in, the TP from Funnick, toss back. Era still zapped into Oblivion though with the L3. He's still dead up on the high ground. And in the meantime, Synderen dies mid to Illidan's Chaos Knight. 13-1, and no Diggity. They are being torn apart at the seams here.
This game's over. It's 11,000. The odds of winning this game are so astronomically low right now for them. This would be a good start though.
Oh, but look at that. False Promise, healed up, Fate Edict's there. There's a lot of damage onto him. Maybe Kizu can come back in with a nice little stun, but Ice Paul, oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Back to full
yeah, full HP, yeah, no. Don't worry about it.
Ice Frog, good stuff. Oracle is a Dota 2 hero in this video game. Amazing, amazing. And now you've got an armlet done for your Chaos Knight. And you look back at the net worth chart, 3 heroes above 7,000 net worth for Team Spirit. Well, you've only got the Invoker really here for Qualifier. But of course, no Diggity, they've got a decent lineup here that can potentially come back and catch up if they get the right engagements. Initiation from Nyx, Sunstrike's out. Era does have to make this Blink Dagger worthwhile though. Hasn't found any ways to jump in onto a target just yet though.
And the way they're grouping this, Commerzbank still has...
Qualifier, no mana left after Deafening Blast. Yapzor just dying straight up. He's going to heal himself through, but Synderen, Phoenix Grip, it holds him in place, but what damage do they have to throw back into him? He'll run himself back. Era finally finishes him off. There's the kill. Onto the CK, but how many will they lose? Funnick, same with the shots. 4
here we go.
For the early damage. Funnick, they've dropped them. 2 dead and no Diggity. This is their avenue back into the game. Fight works out for them, and the swing close to 3,000.
I think it's pretty crucial that lands on Kezu. a lot of that value. Now there is going to be a fully completed Orchid. Like, that was kind of one of those situations where Team Spirit had this big lead and didn't quite pull back enough. Like, it was great that they had the big save from the Zeus and everything. It ended up getting the tower, so you can consider that like kind of worth it in terms of overall map control. Things like don't even have your Orchid yet, you know, other items not even picked up, not gold that you got fed down mid and top. So it'll be difficult for Dig to do that again. Actually, Oracle, I think we never really talk about this here. We always think about things like Death Prophet and maybe even like a Sven, just anyone who gets like total freedom and do their thing during a team fight. But when you're in this commanding position, always want to apply just something back and making sure they do those big bursts. Like he was able to save the first time on the Zeus, again onto Illidan. Like they just need to make sure that focusing always want to fly, because if he gets a false promise off onto Illidan in that kind of a scenario up top where they're trying to use everything on him, that could just as easily be the game, you know?
Nice little Sunstrike there. Scouts out the Roshan attempts. No Diggity. Iceberg is invis, but the Sentry and the Radiant actually still keep the Zeus just about in range of that one, but doesn't look like no Diggity wants to contest this just yet. Synderen still himself a little bit of gold and experience as Qualifier builds himself up into the Boots of Travel or the Blink Dagger. Of course, the Yule Scepter is available here for him to get himself out of that Orchid damage, but Zeus gets the kill.
Yeah, I think we were trying to use him, but he couldn't get close enough. Kills him and run away.
Now the TP up the top Sprout and the Orchid damage from Phonic just clicking it down. Kezu, oh hang on a second, that's a creep, Kezu still gonna die, but Phonic, he misclicked there. He started targeting one of the little bloody wave creeps. 16-3, Invoker and Nyx both gone. That was a lot of money lost by the Invoker as well. He was sitting over 2,000 and now he's dropped down below, but Mod Packs, what do you think about Midas Nyx?
Only hope, I guess. It's basically the only way you ever get into those bigger items like the Aghanim Scepter. Single game, if you don't get Midas on a Nyx Assassin, I'd say 80% of the time you get stuck Link. Every time I watch this hero, so can understand, you know, being a little reluctant, but you don't need your Blink Dagger that early when they're walking onto your high ground, right?
Yeah.
You to initiate.
With the Phantasm and the Treants. Tier 3 with no glyph available. Kizu, he'll jump in, but Raspberry drags him back in. Sunfall lands and now good Deafening Blast. Lots of damage back onto Illidan. The trouble is, Diggity, wave clear. It is lacking right now. Star Observer Ward up on the high ground. Team Spirit might not just give up this push just yet. They've healed Illidan back up to full, and he has Aegis of the Immortal. No illusions left from the Phantasm though, which is kind of unfortunate for him, but they do have another set of Treants coming up in 4 seconds time. Phonic, I guess he was trying to, well no, not giving vision up there because they got an Observer. Oh no, it's a Dark Observer Ward, never mind. Trying to give vision up onto the high ground with the Sprout. They will back themselves away. I don't want to overcommit behind this tier 3. They've done a lot of damage to it already. Ward up in the Dar jungle and one strolling.
Yeah, now you just kind of
man,
the map.
Synderen. Nightmares himself to save, but no. The God of Thunder, the God of Lightning, Iceberg, he's here to stay. In spirit. Is this going to be the high ground push? Glyph is back up here for no Diggity though. Era, he's doing this little move where he waits over to the east, hiding in the trees, and now a Blink Dagger for your Invoker. He knows he needs to make something happen soon, and he's got 2 points in Wex. Not finishing off the Exort, knowing he'll need another bit utility out of tornadoes and that Deafening Blast. Still a sticky situation to be in though. Ice Wall hasn't been placed, so they advance up on the high ground here. Yule Scepter forward with the Orchid and Qualifier down to a third of his HP now with the Zap back from the next Prophet. But Era, there's the Avatar. Always want to fly sentence, so not even damage on enough. Era just wiped down, and the Overgrowth catches the two of them. Kizu as well as Yapzor shredded, held in the Sprout, and they are dead to rights. Team Spirit gonna walk up onto the high ground. The Deafening Blast from Midra is good back with the buyback from Nyx Assassin. Kizu walks back in, a stun onto 2, but Aegis Immortal still held by Illidan, and he'll return to the land of the living. He will want to make people die. Kizu, there we go, purge off the Nightmare. Nope, trapped back by Iceberg, and it's gonna be Rax to fall. Glyph is still here, but no Diggity. 20-3. The deficit of 17 kills. The gold graph is 15k, 16k, 17k in climbing. About a 10,000 lead in experience here for Team Spirit. 20-minute Raxing. Diggity, they've got a lot of work to do to try and catch up and turn this game around.
We need some like throws in the fountain or something. So era. But Illidan, this so tanky. He's 3D800 gold, and he's just chilling at the tower. Armlet drums, going to work here.
That's difficult. Difficult.
Quake, okay,
impossible. Quake about dead. 50 seconds without him, and Synderen zapped into oblivion. Izzu, he's just going to walk in, stun up, try and bail himself back out. Phonic, there we go. Rift back in, and GG is called. They tap out. Team Spirit. Easy dodger. 24-3, 22 minutes in, and GG is called. No Diggity. Don't know about outcrafted, but definitely outplayed. These lanes from Team Spirit, they just work wonders for them.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to, right? Like the lane stage, and just the fact that I think the drafting was really good. I think they analyzed that they had been up to. So many of their games have come down to Kezu on these big theaters, whether it be Tidehunter or Faceless Void, then opting into a Nyx Assassin, kind of cornering them into it, I think, with like the Zeus. That Chaos Knight, man, this hero really